This is completely unscripted. I am so depressed right now. I am in deep regret. I just want to have a disclaimer that it has nothing to do with the surgery place or the doctor. I think they did a great job. Their technique was great. But oh man, I think it's just genetics and luck that like I ended up with sleep apnea after jaw surgery. I think my tongue was just too big. I think the protruded mouth surgery. I think the protruding mouth surgery that pushed my mouth back narrowed the airway and gave me sleep apnea. And I'm just exhausted all the time. And I'm so depressed. I have no energy to do anything. And I'm just venting to the camera because I don't want to bother my friends with it. And that's the thing too. Like, my life is so full and busy right now. I have my classes, my clubs, I have friends, I have a social life, I have goals, I have careers. Like, my life has never been more busy and more full, and I can't enjoy it. I am dragging myself to class, and I don't think it's because I have too much on my plate. I think it's because of the freaking sleep apnea. And I love the things I've signed up to do, and I love my life, but it's so hard to enjoy. I have so much brain fog and memory issues all day. Like, people complain about the liquid diet, the pain, or like the numbness. In my opinion, I have those, but it's nothing. The numbness, it's nothing compared to the sleep apnea. I I'm just really, really stuck right now. And I am in the process of getting it treated. First, I tried a different type of pillow. I tried a cervical neck pillow. I do sleep better on it, but didn't help with the sleep apnea. And I cut out gluten and improved it a little bit, but I've been gluten free for like 2 weeks now, and I started getting sleep apnea episodes again. And sometimes when I do sleep deeply, sometimes I'll take melatonin and that'll help, but really I just sleep through my sleep apnea and forget about it. But I still have it, and I still wake up extremely exhausted. I'm never refreshed. I never feel like I got enough sleep. I'm tired all day. I'm zoning out all day. I'm just dragging myself through the classes. I'm so scared that I've ruined my life. I'm so scared that like my dreams and my cognition is just slipping away with each day. And it's been 10 months since surgery. And I just worry about like the cumulative damage all of this has done to my brain of like 10 months worth of not sleeping well. And at first I thought it was just surgery recovery that was, and then I thought it was the plates. I thought it was an autoimmune issue to the plates, and I removed them in July. And I thought that my fatigue and exhaustion was just due to having had surgery. But now I think it's just a sleep apnea. And I've had a sleep test done, and I've used a snore lab, and I've never snored before, and now I do. I see that I snore, and I can verify it with the exhaustion and fatigue. And I make sure that I get enough sleep, and I make sure I sleep. I mean, the plus side of all this is that my sleep schedule is extremely regular now because I've been trying to eliminate factors to figure out why I'm so exhausted. Now I sleep very regularly, I fall asleep quickly. No, that's the thing. Before I fixed my sleep schedule, I had so much trouble falling asleep because my body associates sleep with cortisol and fear, and then I had to do a whole sleep training program to learn how to relax and fall asleep and then wake up. But I'm so exhausted, and it's still hard to fall asleep, but now at least I sleep at the same time. And I know you're probably tired of me talking about sleep. It's because I'm just trying to get out all my frustration to the camera instead of to my friends. And yeah. Oh god. What was I saying? I was talking about. That's the thing. Oh, I have so much. I can't even enjoy like the results of the surgery. I do think it looks good. I do think also it was it was a step forward, two steps back, and because it widened my nose and it gave me a dull chin, but I do think it makes my jawline look good. And the thing is like people are so nice to me too. And I realize like people do have prejudice against the protruding jaw, protruding mouth. And like the people who get surgery to advance their jaw to get a protruding mouth. I've seen like horror stories where people treat them worse after they get like a monkey looking mouth, the ape mouth where it's protruding. And sure, it like treats the sleep apnea. So that's why not only is like a second jaw surgery would be so painful and such a hassle and dangerous. And this is so silly because I remember like I was so scared of surgery and I thought like, oh, if I, as long as like I wake up after surgery and I don't get an infection, it'll be fine. But it's not fine. It's been 10 months of sleep apnea and this is my life and I'm freaking out because it's like my life is slipping away and like it's such a beautiful fall day and like I am living my dream life with like amazing people and a career that I'm working on that I love. And it's like everything I've dreamed of, and I can't enjoy it because I'm so tired and so exhausted all the time. And I'm gaining weight too. And it's just such a cycle because I'm so tired, so I'll eat like crap. And then the crappy eating also causes inflammation. It causes me to snore. And I'm so tired, and I'll eat like crap because I want energy. And the stress, the cortisol, also makes me so hungry, so frustrated, so tired and I don't know what to do. So I also wanted to include in my rant the things that I am doing. Like first of all, the pillow didn't work, and I bought a mouth guard because I was waiting for a sleep dentist. And I contacted two different sleep dentists because I just wanted this fixed as soon as possible. And I was scared of getting the CPAP because it feels very severe. But like at this point, I'm ready to just accept it. I think right now I'm in like the depression and bartering stage. But at some point, I'm just gonna accept it. Like maybe I have to resign to the fact that I need another surgery or the CPAP or the Inspire or something or like a tongue reduction surgery. I don't know. Right now I'm just like in the panic, bartering, worrying phase. And really I hope it all gets resolved and one day I'll look back at this video and I'll be like, what was I so worried about? But right now it feels like there's no end in sight and I'm just like worried I've ruined the rest of my life. And it was for cosmetic reasons. And I feel like perhaps it wasn't so bad to be ugly and to sleep well versus like I don't know because I was I was in a really bad mental state when I decided to get jaw surgery. And now I'm in a bad mental state again because of the health reasons. I was so lonely and so I got a cat and so I was losing sleep and because I was so sleep deprived, I thought like, oh, I must be so lonely because of my jaw. And you know, it's hard to even regret the jaw surgery because it's true. After jaw surgery, people treated me so well. People invite me things. They invite me to parties. They invite me to study groups. They invite me all sorts and people make small talk with me and people DM me after the jaw surgery. After the jaw surgery. So it's hard to say that like pretty privilege doesn't exist and that jaw surgery wasn't worth it or that I regret jaw surgery because it really did change my social life and I do feel very loved and accepted. But now I think like would I trade all that? It's sure I would be lonely and stressed, but at least I would sleep well. But like even when I was lonely and stressed, I was lonely and stressed. I was lonely, so I got the cat, and the cat stressed me out because he wouldn't let me sleep. So it's been like years and years of not being able to sleep. And just I'm literally, figuratively, existentially so tired, so tired. Because last year I couldn't sleep due to getting kittens, and now he's grown. And now, ironically, because I snore, my cat doesn't wake me up anymore because he knows I'm alive because I'm snoring. So now he sleeps in the living room because I'm snoring. And when I do occasionally get a rare good night's sleep, and I don't know how I can, like, consistently get a good night's sleep because it seems like some nights I don't snore, or at least I don't remember that I snore, and I do wake up well rested. On those nights that I sleep well, he wakes me because I'm so quiet. So he wakes me 2 or 3 times a night. So I'm just constantly like battling for a good night's sleep. I just feel so horrible. And like I would want to get rid of the cat and to never have had surgery. But then I think maybe because I got the cat, I started feeling more sociable and less lonely. And that's why I started making friends. And because the cat made me so like sleep deprived that I was crazy and I did such a stupid thing that I got jaw surgery. But yet the jaw surgery paid off because everyone treats me very well when I meet them. So I can't say that I regret these two things, but I just don't know. I just think like, oh, I wish like when I thought that I was ugly, I would have appreciated that I would have been able to sleep well. But that's not true either because I used to stay up very late just worried about like myself because I don't have a good relationship with my family and I didn't have good relationships with friends or anything. So like at that time, I would also have trouble sleeping. And I've heard that I've had trouble sleeping since I was a baby. Like I can't really blame the jaw surgery. I don't know. But like now it's definitively physical proof. I just don't know if I like manifested sleep apnea or something. And like I'm gaining 1 pound a month, so I've gained 10 pounds this year from like the stress and stuff, and it's so hard. I'm not able to maintain or lose weight. It's freaking me out. I'm like I'm just gonna keep gaining and gaining. It's gonna make my double chin and like my sleep apnea even worse, and I'm gonna be tired and exhausted. I'm frustrated. I'm freaked out. I don't know what to do, and like I can't lose weight because I can't do anything drastic about it, like fasting or like crash dieting, because I need my energy to get through school. And like I don't want to lose my life as in like all the like fun academic and like social aspects of it. So I'm just like freaking out. Yeah, that's my rant. And I'm like dozing off, whatever. And like it's such a beautiful week and like it's such a beautiful state and city to live in and I can hardly even enjoy it because I constantly have brain fog. I constantly have some kind of migraine. I'm constantly tired and exhausted. I actually have the motivation to want to do things and yet it stops me. And I will like get on my tablet and I'll try to draw. And like on days where I'm well rested, the art comes out beautifully, but most days, like 97% of the times, I'm so exhausted. It turns out badly. I just want to start over. And like at the same time that I'm motivated in the sense that I really want to do things, I'm also extremely unmotivated because I'm so tired. I just constantly feel like I could fall asleep at any moment. And yet I'm so stressed out that like I can't fall asleep at any moment. And it takes me until like 1 a.m. to fall asleep. And yeah, I'm just having a really, really hard time. Another thing I've tried with the sleep apnea is I got a mouth guard for 150 and luckily the company refunded me. But anyway, basically it didn't work. It made my jaw sore, it didn't fit. I was biting into the mold. Yeah, it didn't fit. And I couldn't close my mouth either. I was drooling everywhere. Couldn't close. It's a hazard if you can't close your mouth because you'll get cavities from a dry mouth. So it didn't work. So now I'm waiting for the custom molded dentist ones. And like I contacted a place that could see me sooner and I also contacted another place. And I'm so desperate that like even though the other place got back to me faster, the other place was asking about it because like I also got a sleep test. I also got like all this blood tests and stuff. I'm doing a lot. I'm doing a lot, and it's just something's gotta stick, you know. I don't really get it. I get into these spirals where I throw a lot of things at a problem and I just don't know. I just don't know. It's I don't know because now that I tell you about like all the things I'm throwing at this problem, I realize that has never worked in the past. Like whenever I like get into a rut and I just try to like throw whatever I can at the wall, like in a desperate situation, often none of them stick. And usually like after a long time has passed, I've calmed down, I've focused on something else, then the solution comes to me. Right now, I'm just in a really bad state. And all I can do is just rant, which I just did. And I think that's about it. I will have a more coherent update in the future because I deep down I feel like this will be solved. But right now I'm just going through it.